Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as I promised you, I will show you the koi pond today. They did put some netting over it to keep the leaves out. You know, I don't even notice that helicopter when I'm inside my apartment. So when I come out and it's flying over me, I feel like I'm being watched or stalked or something. Because I'm thinking, I never hear that helicopter until I come outside. Look at the fish, how beautiful. Aren't they gorgeous? What a brilliant idea to put this net over the top. I'm going to have to take a picture of it and show Husani. Although they don't have any trees in their yard, he may still be interested in putting a netting over his koi fish pond. That will help keep it clean. These also have a lot of albino fish in them. I do miss going fishing. I used to love to fish when I was a child. We had a few ponds. We had one pond on the 20 acres that I lived on, but my Uncle Ode and my Uncle Willard, they had ponds and on their property. They had more acreage than I did, than my parents did, and I believe that they stocked their ponds because we would usually go there to fish. My aunt and uncle, we would all go over to their house and make homemade ice cream and then gather up our old bamboo fishing poles and go down to the pond and fish and catch a bunch of brim and trout and whatnot and bring them back to the house and scale them and clean them and have us a nice big old fish fry. Those were fun days, y'all. Remember the old turn crank ice cream machines? Oh Lordy, those things make the best ice cream. Of course the electric ones nowadays are good too, but it was just fun, you know, turning the old crank and having a fight with those big old chunks of ice with the salt on them, rock salt on it to melt it and make the ice colder. Looks like the fish are all conglomerating around the base of that pole. Husani had turtles back when Jill first met him, and they were baby turtles. I don't know where he bought them, but anyway, they grew. He put them in a larger aquarium, and they grew, and he would take them out and put them in the bathtub about once a month and clean the aquarium and keep the water all nice and clean and beautiful, and they grew and grew and grew. I forget the name of them. They was some weird name, but I call them Icky BB and Icky Baba. So when they bought the house there in Valley Stream and moved, he had put them outside in a little swimming pool with just a little bit of water in the bottom, and he covered it up and everything. And so the next day he goes out to feed his turtles and they're gone. Oh, he was heartbroken. So we're thinking, who in the world would have come into the backyard and stole his turtles? I mean, who would have even known that they were back there, and why would somebody steal his turtles? I mean, there was no trace of them anywhere, no blood, no nothing. But I do believe that raccoons must have gotten them and carted them off and then ate them some other place. I mean, that's the only logical reason as to why his little turtles would have disappeared. There goes a helicopter again, flying in circles. It's acting like I do on most days, going around in circles. Oh Lordy, me and my OCD, I tell you. It's real bad in the mornings when I first wake up. It's real bad. And then after I drink a cup of coffee with all that caffeine, it gets another boost. Then I take my Zoloft, and that does help calm everything down, and then I'm pretty stable and can function without going in circles like that helicopter's doing today. So let's walk around and see if we can find some plants. I did see some roses. I might be able to pick a rose and put a flower in my hair today. So I'm going to pause you and I'll be right back. Okay, so I made it back to the apartment. I did walk with a mask on. It makes it even more difficult to breathe. Oh, y'all, I don't know how these medical professionals work 8, 10, 12 hours with these masks on. And they wear even thicker ones because they have to wear the N95 mask. So, but I did find a rose. There's still some roses on the rose bushes outside. So I am so happy that I found a rose to stick in my hair today. Stick behind my ear and brighten things up. I'm so happy finding a rose. Let me smell it. Oh yes, it smells so good. Y'all remember to stop and smell the roses. That's what life is all about, is stopping and stepping back and just taking a moment to enjoy your life and to smell the flowers and to view the sunrise and the sunset and the beauty that God has gifted to us so freely. I mean, it doesn't cost anything. It's free entertainment, and you just have to take the time to participate and to enjoy it. The little thing that stops the door from swinging, it got bent when the wind whipped it back, so the maintenance came and removed it, and they had to order a new one. So I'm expecting, there's not a lot of wind today, but there is a little bit of breeze, and it's about to close my door. So if you hear a slam, that's what it is. Oh gosh, this fall weather, I think fall is my favorite season. I do love spring, you know, especially because the helicopter again. Yeah, I'm going to have to Google and see if there's not some type of helicopter training school here or something, because that's just not normal for a helicopter to be flying around in circles overhead. Oh, I remember when I worked for Dr. Searoyd, y'all. He took, what kind of plane is that lands in the ocean? Platoon, or I guess Platoon airplanes. He took lessons on how to fly, not just a regular airplane, but a Platoon airplane. So he had to go to Florida. I don't know if he had to go to Florida to do the final test to get his license or what, but I had to fly down there with him. But he and the 2 children flew in the Platoon airplane. But I refused to go. There's no way I was going to get in a little single-engine airplane. So he bought my ticket, and I flew regular commercial flight. It was in Daytona Beach. I remember that. So he, you know, he was always learning and educating himself. He's a very brilliant man and a very good doctor. I'm proud of him. So it's a beautiful day here on Long Island, and I'm just so happy that I made the decision to move here. There were some things about that Asbury Park apartment that I didn't tell y'all. I did keep a few secrets from y'all, so I may finish up the stories another day about that apartment. So thank you for being here, guys. Please give me a thumbs up. Even though you can't see it, YouTube can, and it does make a difference. And y'all just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.